Welcome. Let's revisit this subject of manifestation and see if we can bring new clarity to the concept. You all have desires, which means you all want to manifest things. But because there's more to the story than just your right now conscious focus, the path to creating what you want in your life often gets storied and shrouded in myth and mystery. Our goal here today is to have you understand definitively, in clear and simple terms, how the law of attraction works, and then be equally clear about the formula for manifestation. We want to demystify it, because each one of you can change your vibrational frequency to be in sync with the things that you want. Let's call it resetting your resonance map, and let's all understand how to do it. We'll start with a few important questions to set the stage here. 1. Is the law of attraction absolute? Yes. 2. Are there other fundamental laws affecting how things manifest? No. 3. Can anyone use the law of attraction? No, you cannot not use it. 4. Is every single thing in your experience something you personally manifest? Yes. 5. Is manifesting something simply a matter of focusing upon it? No. 6. Is there such a thing as manifestational lag? No. 7. Can you learn and apply a formula for creating what you want? Yes. And so in some more detail, let's begin with 1. Is the law of attraction absolute? Indeed it is. The first desire you ever had created the first version of the consciousness that is you. Then your first experience led to a new desire and a new choice, and so on through a gazillion choices to who you are right now. With each new choice, you step into a new version of you, and each of those versions always exists within its own matching context. For the here and now you, that context is the physical and non-physical you and the worlds around you. New choice equals new context. That's what you call the law of attraction, and it's about as fundamental as anything can be. 2. Are there other fundamental laws affecting how things manifest? No. If you hear of other cosmic laws or tenets of existence, they are either extensions of the law of attraction or they have been created as a part of someone's story. At the core of it all, as you might inherently expect, the truth about the essential nature of everything is elegantly simple. To you who are time and space-oriented creatures, some of the concepts may seem radical and a little difficult to imagine, because there is no time or space or shape in all that is. But once you step away from those constructs, there's nothing complex about the story of everything. 3. Can anyone use the law of attraction? No, you cannot not use it. Now you might say we're being a little picky about the wording here, and yes we are, and for good reason. Many talk about using the law of attraction as if it's something optional, like a spade you need to use if you want to dig a hole. And this comes from seeing the world as out there that you're sharing with all those other people. And the implication of that is that you can only make minor changes around the edges. If you keep on down that path, you find yourself with a law that means not much of anything, And that's when you end up with a complex story and 7 or 700 so-called cosmic laws. 4. Is every single thing in your experience something you personally manifest? Yes, because there is no world out there. It's a virtual reality you're creating in your mind. It's all an inside job. And it's only one version of an infinity of versions. In this particular version you've stepped into, you've attracted as a context the particular versions of everybody and everything that match this version of you. Different versions of you exist in different versions of reality and are matching up with different versions of everyone else. But the here and now consciousness that is you experiences only one version. It's your personal movie, and you alone are writing the screenplay. 5. Is manifesting something simply a matter of focusing upon it? No. There's a definition of you and your context. Let's call it your resonance map. The conscious you is having experiences and making new choices. Then you save those decisions into what we'll call your superconscious, and mostly you never think about them again. That resonance map defines everything about you and around you. It creates the stage upon which you are playing. If you focus on a new choice, and there's nothing in that map that contradicts it, it becomes a new part of the map and a new part of you. If contradictions exist, then resolution must take place before manifestation occurs. 6. Is there such a thing as manifestational lag? No. Well, it's not like there's some sort of inbuilt delay involved. Remember, it's all an inside job. When you woke up this morning, how long did it take for reality to appear? The bed, the floor, time, and gravity were all there instantly, because, and only because, you knew at all levels of your being, in your resonance map, that they would be. Now, to change something in your world, you have to change that map. And that may mean unlearning some of what you know right now, and that may take a little time. You have to replace some of that deep down stuff you know with that new idea, that new belief. 7. Can you learn and apply a formula for creating what you want? Yes, indeed you can. It starts, of course, as a conscious choice to believe something new. And that involves, even more importantly and fundamentally, acknowledging to yourself that there's nothing inherently true about anything you previously chose to believe. It starts with accepting that there are no essential facts about that world of yours that were not your choice to begin with. They were simply choices you once made, and that was then, and this is now. You can simply make new choices. So the formula for manifestation is all about replacing or overwriting those old belief choices with the new ones. Of course, if you want to do what is already on the map, so to speak, and in an area that you know is accessible, you manifest things easily and instantly. You're making conscious decisions and manifesting new things all the time. You think of what you want for dinner and you manifest a hot meal. Well, that's not really manifesting, you might say. That's just cooking. We say, that's manifesting. Everything is. It's the things in those hard to reach or inaccessible areas of the map that are the challenge. You can fight your way through the underbrush in an attempt to get there. That's called struggle. Or you can redraw the map, which is conscious creation. we suggest redraw the map. So let's talk some more about a formula for manifestation of anything. And let's talk about the role of emotion, because how you feel tells you everything. From the Abraham quotes this week, manifestation is a combination of factors. The degree of desire is a factor. In other words, the amount of pulling power that's going on is a factor. Someone could really, really, really want something and could really, really, really be disallowing it. But because they want it intensely, they get it. But it comes the hard way. If you have a strong desire and it feels like eager anticipation, your resonance map is aligned. If you have a strong desire and yet you have worries, or you have an uneasy feeling you're not going to get what you want, what's going on is that somewhere in that map you have an established belief that does not support your new choice. Now, as Abraham is saying, if the desire is strong and the previous map choice is weak, the desire may materialize. But it may take a while, and it will not be the joyful, flowing, creative experience it could be. So be aware of any doubts. Be honest with yourself and know how you feel. If there's dissonance, it's time to reset that map. Then find a process that lets you do that reset. This is what Abraham calls allowing. We call it alignment. It's aligning the conscious thinking you with that superconscious stored resonance map. It means making a new choice and getting to the place of feeling good about it, getting into eager anticipation. There are many processes that can help. We recommend the letting go process. It's been very effective in this community because it directly addresses those pieces of you that are in contradiction, and it's a process that can be easily adapted to each situation you find yourself in. But the important thing is find a process, make it your own, and use it. Here's what happens. And we're going to use an example we've used before, where what you know consciously does not line up with what you know subconsciously. Try moving something you use a lot, like your wastepaper basket, from say right to left. Consciously, you now know it's on the left. But for a while, it will be very obvious what your subconscious believes, because when you're not thinking about it, you'll be throwing that paper, as you always have done, to the right. That's a contradiction. Over time, a few weeks or months, you retrain your subconscious and you'll once again be in alignment. Of course, your waste paper basket is a trivial example. But can you see that each time you go to throw that paper, you have a retraining event? What's the equivalent with your resonance map? It's each time you have that twinge of feeling negative, you have a retraining opportunity. First, you have to be aware of it. And that may not be as easy as it sounds, because for some of you, your business as usual level is a little low. Just recognize that it's important to notice. Train your subconscious to let you know. Find a way to intervene. Perhaps move your waste paper basket and use it to give yourself parallel retraining opportunities. Whatever you do, take a stand with yourself. This is your life. Nothing is more important than learning how to feel good on a consistent basis. When you're feeling good, you're on the path to where you want to go, and you're doing what you came here to do, to create new things in this focused world of yours. And now we move to our longer discussion, and to your questions.